Everybody, welcome to Elisa's Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on my coffee and cocoa junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi, let me know you're here. I'm going to get you guys pulled up on my other device. We are currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button on the top left. If not, you're catching a replay. Hey Dawn, thanks for letting me know the sound's good. Let's see if I can find you guys. Hey, Lori. All right. So, it's been quite the night, guys. I honestly did not almost do the live because I guess I'm getting old. I laid down on the bed to look at my iPad or something, and I must have laid funny because suddenly I have this sharp pain all the way from my back down my arm. I'm like crying and screaming. It was so bad, and I'm like, I don't know what I did. I guess I pinched a nerve and it hurts still, but it's a little bit better. I took a bunch of pain medicines, but I don't know what I did. It's still there, whatever it is. It's pinched still, but the medicine is kind of numbing it. But I had to have my husband come help me set up because I can't move anything. I can't lift. I couldn't change clothes, so I'm in my grungy run around the house clothes. But as I can't lift my arm, this arm, I can't lift it very high. I'm just like, don't you hate that? It's like when you injure yourself, but you really didn't do anything to injure yourself. I don't know. So I'm here, but if I seem a little tad off or maybe tired or just, it's because I'm in pain. I really am. But we are going to get through this because I didn't want to miss it because it's like I'm only doing Wednesdays and Fridays right now, and it's such a long gap. I was like, ah. So anyway, look how big this guy's getting. It's so fat. It's actually turning out much larger than I expected it to. But we're going to do a little page on it today. It's not going to be anything too crazy because honestly I just can't use that arm very much. But we're going to make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this camera flipped, and then we'll go from there. All right, 1 second. Sorry. Set the cord on my stool. And that doesn't work. Straight. That's pretty straight. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see what I was going to do today. I think I marked it. I think it's in this one. So it's getting pretty much done. I just need to put a few finishing touches on a few pages here and there. Like a couple of these blank pages, I'm just going to put something. I don't know what. Because I do have quite a few blank pages left still. And I don't mind leaving some, but I don't want to leave too many. Especially if the person's going to use it for journaling. It's like sometimes us junk journalers can get a little carried away with our decorating, and then there's no space for journaling. We don't want that to happen. So this one has quite a lot left, so I'm going to see what I can do to fill out those pages. It may just be pockets or something. Still haven't put anything in there. I don't think I did anything off camera. Honestly, I can't remember. But I don't think I did. Alright, so it's in here. I'm going to move everything but this. And I still have to make a charm to put on this little eyelet here. And I've got all the, I think I have enough stuff to make one. It was challenging. I don't have a lot of brown and like cream ribbons. It was a color I didn't seem to have a lot of for some reason. So here's what we're doing. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. To make this little booklet that we talked about, and I wanted to have a place to put it that made sense. So we're going to finish up this little booklet, and here's what I made for putting it. So this is just something I thought I might use, but I'm not 100% sure. So what I did is I took a piece of the burlap that is from a table runner. So there's a piece of burlap on here that I folded up to create this little pocket, and then I hand sewed. Let me zoom just a little bit for you. Okay. Then I hand sewed right where the little book fits. Okay, so it can just tuck in that spot. So, and I just did little X's with some embroidery floss. And then I glued on some lace, and then I left this as a pocket. And I was going to sew around it, but I decided not to, and I just glued it with some from Fabri-Tac. And so, and I put this on that leftover piece of the Stamperia paper that's the map. And I had a leftover piece of that, so I just stuck it on there. Okay, so that's going to be our pocket, and I'm going to put on this page. And we're going to work on this, and then we're going to work on a tag for this. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's start out with working on this little booklet. So like I said, this is from a set of vintage stickers, or let me see if I can find the ones I had left. Who knows where they are, honestly. I had them at one point, but you know, in here? No. I might have them, I might not. Everything's kind of all over the place right now for some reason, which isn't like me at all. Maybe. I just were there. Okay. So in this, it was from Temu, I believe. It had, I think, these. So they were just different. I don't think it was these. No, it wasn't these. It was definitely these. So it had these, and most of them had nothing to do with coffee. There was like 2 or 3 that had coffee, which was disappointing. But they're interesting wherever they are. They're floating around here somewhere, but they're not coffee. I believe they were food and drinks of other kinds, like a lot of brand name drinks and stuff. But they called it coffee collection, which I was like, okay, it's not. But so this one was in there, this one was in there. This one I glued on the back because it had like the information, like the SKU and all that. So I just glued the one that was in there on the back, and then this one I still had, which I might put on a page. And then I took some little pieces of paper that was left over, coffee dyed paper, and I put stamps on them. And first I tried them out on just some plain things to see if my stamps would work. These were Dollar Tree stamps, so they're not, you know, sometimes the quality's not great, but I haven't had terrible luck with Dollar Tree stamps. They've actually been fairly decent. This particular one, this one with the word, it's no good. Some of the letters do not work at all. They're like mingled. I don't know what happened to it, but I probably have the stamp sitting here somewhere. Maybe. So I can tell you which one it was. Maybe. I did at one point, but now everything's kind of, like I said, it's a mess. My craft room's getting messy. But anyway, so Dollar Tree set had some coffee stamps. And the word ones were a little Like I said, the two last letters were just kind of, I don't know, they were like melted looking, so they didn't work very well. But most of the other pieces were fine. And what I ended up doing on the word that didn't work very well, I ended up using a pen and just filling it in. So I took some pages, coffee dyed paper, and cut them to size so they'll fit in the little booklet. And then I stamped some. So a few stamps on here. We'll probably do maybe one or two more if I can find my stamps, which I meant to have ready. And then I thought I might glue one of these down. Maybe. I'm not sure I like the color of it, so maybe not. But then I found this one, but it was tea. It wasn't coffee, so we're not going to use it because it's tea. Maybe I figure out where those stamps are. I don't know. I really don't. These I put on little teeny tiny fussy cut them out. This was a stamp from that set. All right, let's see. You think it's back in my stamp folder? It probably is. I was probably good and put it in this huge thing. You can't even see because it's too big. That's where I keep all my stamps. It's just a binder with, you know, those sleeves. Whatever they're called. Did I stick it back in here? It's probably in, I bet it's in my box. I have like a little box that I keep out for projects that are current. It's not in there. Alright, it's got to be in here. I'll find it sooner or later. Alright, let me zoom back out because I'm now too close. So, this is my current project box. There it is. Alright, so Dollar Tree one. So we've got that, and then like I said, I just have a put those tickets in here, whatever they're called. I'm not sure where I stuck them. They're probably in a plastic container somewhere. I have too many. I have too many plastic containers, guys. It's getting a little out of hand. I try to keep them organized, but you know, it doesn't always work. Tag bags, collection folder. I have like a billion things written on these things. Tea bags, recipe cards. No, not there. Book papers, maybe. No, probably not. I don't know. I thought about using some of these girls if I could find some with coffee. I don't know if there's any with coffee or not. Is this just book pages? This is like snippet stuff. They're not there. Not there. I don't know where I put them. Alright, that's fine. We're not going to use them. I think this color's weird, so I'm probably not going to use that. I think I have any girls in here with coffee. It's possible. This was a set I bought. Don't ask me where I bought it. Probably Amazon. I'm 90% sure this one was Amazon. It's got a label. It just says people stickers for journals, deco supplies. I'm guessing it was Amazon. It may even be in my favorites list. There's a high possibility. Let's see if any of these girls have coffee. I feel like some of them did. I might use her on the tag if I can find one that I like. I don't use these that often because honestly, it's not a style I do that often. a little more modern. I tend to not do as much modern stuff. I know there's going to be these girls that had coffee. I'm assuming I haven't used them all. Just got a camera. It's a billion of them. I don't know how many was in there. It was a lot. Probably like 100. They're cute though. One of these days I'll find a project to use them in. Gosh, I'm not going to find any with coffee, am I? What? Really? It'll be the last one I come to. I just remember seeing them holding cups, and I guess I've used them. Eating an apple. Oh, she's got something that looks like a cold drink of some sort. I could pretend it's like a coffee latte or something. But that might be it. Wow. Well, so much for that theory. They don't have coffee. I'm not drinking. Only one person drinking. And that's her, and it's not great. It's not visibly coffee, so we're just going to skip that idea. Okie dokie. Alright, back to this. So, anyway. Little pieces of paper, cut to size. And then I try to do like 2 signatures, because if you do one signature, it gets a little too weird the way it lays. So I did 2. I think this is going to be my front page. So I've got 2 little signatures with 3 each, I think. 3? Yeah, 3 pieces each. And then there's journaling space in here. We may not add any more. So in between each little stamp, there's a spot that only has like 1. Although that went through a little bit. Maybe we should glue some since it went through a little bit. And then that one went through a little bit too. Sometimes they go through. I don't know why. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. I guess it depends on how much ink I put on there. Alright, let's see. What do we got? I had some of these tissue. This is tea bag that I stamped on. How many do I have? I don't have very many. Let me see if I have some ephemera. Goodness gracious, my husband's making a ton of noise. I'm sure I have some sort of ephemera I can put on here. What's this? Some fussy cuts. What's left? Not much. We have one of these little guys. I could put one of those on. We have this. That would look cute. And we have this. Alright, that might be enough. That's too big. Alright, Bean, get back in there. Alright, let's do that. That'll just fill up that spot, I think. Okay. I don't think the glue would show through, but just to be safe, I think I'll use the glue stick. If I can find my cardboard. Alright, there it is. It's not the cardboard I wanted, but that's fine. Right, tweezers. Glue stick. So we'll just put one here, one there. Which one's the biggest? I mean, it doesn't matter. I could put a little bit of ink maybe behind it, just to make it kind of camouflage. You probably, I don't even know if you can see here. Let me zoom in. I'm going to try to stay in camera, guys. Y'all yell at me if I get too much out of camera. Let me see. I usually put tape. Okay, so I'll put this one here, but let's do something with it first. Do I have any tea bag floating around here? I don't see any. What else do you got? glue with something maybe to lay behind it. I know I have a whole bunch of tea bags. Oh, there they are. Okay. There we go. All right, let's do that. It won't be too horribly thick, so I'm just going to put a little bit behind. Let's see how I can do this. I'll just tear it. I'm just going to try and camouflage that it's showing through. Almost. A little bit more. Luckily, tea bags are easy to tear. Hubby's trying to get ready to go to work. Has to work again late. Alright, so I think I should be able to just put this on here. Let's see, I'll just put a little bit on here. Stick that there. I don't really, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfectly adhered. Just enough. See if I can do this without ripping that handle off. I wasn't sure there for a second. I'll put this guy here. That's cute. So this is just going to be a little cute little booklet just for fun, you know. So that'll go there. And then where was the other spot? There it is. So maybe right here. Oh, let's put it here. That way this can be a journaling spot. So I'll try to remember which side. Should we just use this one? Yeah, let's just use that one since it's already stamped. And this is just, you know, a little play with texture and stamps. Nothing fancy. If I can get it to share right. Fit. Almost. Got a little spot right there. Alright, let's see. Get glue there. Trying to stick my project in the wet glue. Alright, so I don't trust myself to put the glue on the back of that because I think it'll tear. That's why I'm just putting it on the page. And if it doesn't quite seal every single edge, it's not like a huge, that's crooked. It's not a huge deal. Try to get it somewhat straight. There. Cute. Okay, so where's the rest of that? There it is. So we have this, this, and one more. Am I backwards? No, I'm right. So one more here. I have a lot more blank spaces than I thought I did. That one, I think I'll just do this little guy maybe. Yeah, with I like the tea bag behind it though. Yeah, coffee, tea, oh well. Doesn't really matter. It's just texture. I can see through this to see that I'm still the right direction. If you are doing something like that, you might want to just make sure you are the right direction. And we'll put this little guy. It's white. Maybe. Where's my ink? Let's see if I can do it. I just don't want it quite that bright. We'll try to ink the whole thing while we're at it. That's better. All right, and now I can't see through it, so I'm gonna check. Okay. Did I get glue there? I feel like it's not sticking. Hold on. Is it? It's not sticking great. I'm gonna throw a little art glitter in there. It's probably me and not the thing. There, that's better. All right. So where did that go? There. Okay, that's good enough. Is it still 3? 1, 2. Oops, I glued it together. I thought it was dry. Just make sure that I'm gonna throw some powder on there because I'm working fast, so I don't want it to stick. Just make sure that there's no glue that's still wet, or it will stick together on me. This is just a makeup powder, but you could use the embossing resist powder. Sometimes I do that. But it helps when you're got something sticky. All right, that's good for that signature. So I'll stick that one there. Let's look at this one. So this one we're going to have in the front because we got coffee is always a good idea. That one's filled. That one's okay. It shows through a lot. Here's a blank one. Definitely want one here. Doing a really great job of tearing there. There. Do that. I got one more thing. Oh, that's right. I was doing this. I'll try to get it. I'm trying to pick the area below it, but you know, sometimes that's challenging. Okay, and then our little cup. A little cup. I'm going to ink it. Where'd my ink go? There it is. It's got a little bit of a white edge there from fussy cutting. This one's kind of flimsy feeling. I hope I don't rip it. I'm going to try to be careful. I guess I could use the art glitter. It doesn't seem to be going through. I was a little worried it would go through. I'll try to use this. I might put a drop on that straw though, just to be safe. Still the right direction? Yep. Where's my cloth at? There it is. Man, I turned on the fan, but it's still hot in here. I'm trying to tell if that's my poor tweezers. I need to clean them. They're getting a little bit gluey. It's not a lot, but it's sticking up there a little too much. There. Okay. Let's put a little bit of powder. Just so it doesn't stick the pages together on me. All right, I think that's good enough for that one. So there, we get 2 signatures. Easy peasy. I did it ahead of time mostly, so y'all don't have to wait for me to do the whole thing, because my lives are long enough as it is. I won't get anything done. All right, so I'm going to sew them in. You could glue them in. You could glue each page together in the signature. So you could put a little bit of glue right there, stick that page, you know, a little bit of glue, stick that page. You could staple them if you have a stapler that's long enough to go from here to here. You could put a couple of staples in there. You know, there's a lot of different ways. I'm going to sew them in because it just needs a couple of stitches. It won't take that long to sew them in. I think I'm going to sew them. Yeah, we'll sew. So let me grab my needle and thread. I might do something with that. It's a little plain. We'll ink it for sure. Put a little bit through here too, just so the middle has some. And then, what could I put there? I mean, I could just do more tea bag. I did have a couple more. I used all the stamps, so on that set, I used every single one of these stamps, so I don't really want more of those. Do I have any Stamperia stuff? I have a little pack of Stamperia. Where is it? There it is. See if any of these are small enough. I think most of them were chocolate, weirdly. It's supposed to be coffee and chocolate, but it seemed like there was more chocolate than anything in their small ones, in the small fizzy cuts. Are any of these small enough? Yeah, I think they're all chocolate. They're chocolate or cocoa, which is still chocolate. Isn't that weird? It's actually, I think that's the only thing I found a little disappointing. It had more chocolate than it had coffee. Yeah, almost every one of those is chocolate. There's that one. I could put that in there, I guess. Maybe with one of these little tags. Yeah, that could work. So, anything for the back? Let's see what this looks like. I think it's too dark. Yeah, it's just the wrong color. All right. We'll just throw, I think I'll just throw a little bit of tissue on there. I'm double checking, looking around to see if I have anything. I do have a couple of the stamps left. The washi stamps. I could put one of those maybe. Let me see if one looks particular. Well, where's my ones that I have pulled off already? Here's one that's pulled off. I could just put one of those on there. Maybe I'll do that just to fill it in. I don't want it plain. All right, let's do that. So we're going to put some tea bag. I'll use this one with the brown spot on it. I never guess the size right. I always underestimate for some reason. Oh my gosh, can I tear that small? Probably not. I'll try to just, it's got a really straight edge right there. Okay, there. So glue, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I lost my cardboard though. No, maybe I won't make a mess. I'm just mostly staying in the middle there. If I can hold on to it. There. Add my rag. There it is. Make sure I'm in the right direction. Right, we're going to put this little guy. I'm just going to use art glitter for this because it's on the cardboard, which is definitely not going to show through. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to put this little tag. Where are my tweezers? And we'll get to sewing. I'm going to just make it like it's hanging off of there. Okay, let's see. Do we need any powder? Maybe a little bit. It doesn't feel sticky. I think it's all right. This one, and then what I say, we're just going to use this. Let's ink it though, because it's kind of light. I'm not going to put the tea bag on this one too. I'm just going to put this little stamp. All right, that'll work. Put my pen back. My sewing stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna wing this one. We are not gonna try clipping it or anything like that. This is just gonna be plain. What color is that? Let's go with a darker thread. I need this. Probably could get away without the all, honestly, but we're going to do it anyway. Wait for my thread. Let's go with, I think this one. Maybe this one? Yeah, I like that one better. Let's go with that one. I don't know how long. It's typically 3. We'll do 3-ish. I'll probably find out this is more than I need, but I'll just save the extra for something. T-bone. And let's do that. Okay. So that's just this wax thread, for those that don't know. And so for this one, I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, simple. You just need 3 holes. So I'm going to try to do it all at the same time. Now, typically I don't, but I think for this little bitty thing, I can hold it and it'll be fine. So I'm going to try to find the front section of that this little flat piece here. I'm going to try to get it on this side. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I don't know. You know what, I'm going to put the holes in here first. So, middle hole. I could probably get away with 2, honestly, but we're going to do 3. Did I poke myself? Make sure I'm not bleeding. All right, try to hold it together. You know, I'm going to clip it. There's no way I'm going to hold this together. a couple of clips. I don't trust myself. I'll move it. And 2, and honestly, yeah, you could probably get away with 2. But I'm so used to doing 3. Put 3 on this one. I have smaller clips somewhere, but I don't know where. Now these I would like to match up, so tell you what I'll do. I'll just stack it. That way it's hitting the same spot instead of trying to measure or anything. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have holes in both, and then I'm going to try and mark this with a pen. So I'm going to lay it where I want it. Let me zoom. I'm going to hopefully not forget to zoom back out. All right, so you see the little marks there. So what I'm going to do for this one is right where they are, I'm just going to put a little dot there. There. And there. This is going to be tight for 2, but I think I can get 2 in there. Let me scooch this one over just a little bit. I'm going to try to fit 2 dots there. It hopefully will work. It looks so much bigger when I started. I thought I could have more room. And then I'm going to poke those holes. Let me get my little squishy thing. It's just a little block of foam. So 2 holes. So 1 there, and 1 right next to it, as far over as I can get without it piercing together, because this is much closer than I thought. One there, and 1 there. We'll see if this works. Maybe I should have just glued it. Probably overthinking it. Honestly, I prefer sewing. I don't know why. Where are my little tiny clips, guys? This was like overkill. Here, we'll just put them on this side. There. And grab a hold of them. These are the Tim Holtz mini clips. I only really need 2, just so it holds together. Thread. I need a small needle, smaller one. What do you got? What's the smallest one you got? Oh, these are really big. I guess that's the smallest one I have. That head looks really big. Anything smaller floating around? Don't see anything. Okay. We'll make it work. Maybe. Maybe I should have glued it. You know, hindsight and all that. Oh my gosh, put the needles in the right direction. I'll be poking myself. Lid. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't, I'm worried about the head of it being too big. All right, for 3-hole pamphlet stitch, you go through the middle first. Find your first hole. This is the back one. This is the front one. I like to work from back to front. I don't know why. It's just what I do. Okay, so the middle hole. I'm hoping it doesn't go through and pierce both holes. We're going to see. If it does, I'll just glue it. How big is that head? Oh, that might be all right. All right, so you go all the way through, leave a little tail, and then you can go to top or bottom. It doesn't really matter. We'll go to the bottom. So find your hole. Did I poke those holes? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Couldn't find it. Hold on. I can't see what I'm doing. There. Oh my goodness. Find the hole. Nope. I poked them very small because I was trying to keep them as small as I could. All right, so there, through our signature. Wow, I really poked these holes too small. I gotta be a little more generous than that. I'm good, but I'm not that good. All right, poke it through there. So then once you got those two, then you go to the top. So you skip the middle one, go all the way to the top, back through the hole. And then you go back to the middle. And the idea is not to split your stitch or your thread. So try to get, can I get through both? I can't. Okay. Where is that? Got thread hanging loose. What did you not pull tight? I have no idea. I didn't pull something tight. Did I split that? Oh my gosh, I totally did. Can I just tear it? Maybe. I split the thread a little bit, but that's okay. We're just gonna fix it. All right. I don't know what is going on here. What are you doing? I can never figure out which one to pull. There. Okay. So back through the middle. Back through the middle signature. This is way too much effort for a little book. Glue it, guys. Just glue it. I'm probably splitting these threads because it is too small. It's just too darn small. All right, that'll be good enough. Go on each side of your thread, and then you tie it. I'm not going to be super picky about how tight it is either. Okay, cut off your excess. We're just going to leave them hang kind of like that. Well, it'll look like a cute, realistic little book, right? A little cute mini journal. All right, so pull that one back to the back, grab the other one, switch out these clips. These Tim Holtz ones don't pierce as bad as the cloth ones have those little teeth, and sometimes they do mar your papers. All right, so let's put bigger holes because, like I said, I definitely did not get my holes big enough. Okay. Where'd my needle go? Oh, you totally pulled it off. Right. Rethread my thread. Hey, Bonnie. Okay, there's an awful lot of noise going on down there. All right, through the middle. I'm trying to stay in camera because I'm really zoomed so you can see, but I'm keep getting out of camera. So through the middle. I didn't bother clipping this in because, you know, find the hole. Okay, I thought I had it. There it is. It's totally going to end up being one hole. It's just too close. I didn't have room for two signatures. That's okay. I might just put a drop of glue in there just to be sure, but all the way up to the top. Through the top hole. Back through the middle. Try not to split that thread. It's hard to do when it's that small. Oh my goodness, get in there. Did I get it? I think so. All right. And then through this one. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sew this journal in on camera. Honestly, you guys see me do it a lot of times. I feel like I don't need to sew every single one in on camera. But if y'all really want me to, I will. But I think next live we'll be doing the charm dangle, unless I do it off camera. I thought I might do one on camera. I haven't done a dangle on camera in a while. All right, so tie that. And clip it. There. We did it. A little fiddly, but we did it. All right. Hopefully it's still fitting in there. Oh, good. All right. So I think we're okay. So there we go. Got a little booklet. Tiny little coffee booklet. Teeny tiny. So journaling space in here. You could even put little photos if you wanted. But just tiny little booklet with 2 signatures. It's just a fun little interactive element. Okay, it's gonna need to kind of work itself out to stay flat, but it'll stay flat in the pocket because we got a good pocket for it. All right, so let me get these clips up. Other clips up. Where was this? I don't know. I'm just going to set it on the table for now. Put my needle up so I don't lose it. So y'all just let me know. You can just put in the comments or whatever. Do you want to see me sew the signature in? Do you want to see me make the dangle? Or is that something that you've seen so many times that you don't need to see it again? So now we have our little booklet, and it just goes in this little pouch, just like that. Isn't that cute? So it fits in there very nicely because I snugged that up nice and tight. And then we need to make a tag for this. Something cute. So I had this piece of file folder that was coffee dyed that I cut to size. I think I can use that, but I also came across some more chocolate things. So I also have a couple of chocolate tags, but that one's too big. They're kind of on the big side. I might use them somewhere. And I may save them for my junk journal. It's a little bit big. All right, and this was a coffee recipe thing I had. I might use that somewhere if I can make it fit. Maybe a pocket or a card. I'm not sure. We'll back it on something. All right, so let's stick with this. So let's decorate it up. Most of it will be hidden, but the top will show. Let me think about what I can decorate this with. Do I want this at the top? I think I do. I think I want that at the top. I think I need to check the size. Got enough room? Yeah, we got enough room. I think I'll round the corners. And find my rounder. I'll zoom back out just a fraction more because we're getting too close again. And this is just, like I said, it's a file folder that I coffee dyed. Okay. And then let's find out what we can put on here. I found a magazine image. I don't know if it's too big. Let's see. Magazine image. I have this coffee thing. French coffee. I'll probably just do a little collage of something. I don't know. Let's see what else I can find. I'm getting down to pretty much scraps. I do like a background with something too. What does this look like? I like this design on here. I think I'm going to use this for a background. So I think I want to tear it about on that side of that little coffee pot. Where's my tear ruler? So let's put it on the line. And then about here. Okay. Just checking comments real quick. I think my pain pills are working pretty well because it's not hurting near as bad as it was when I started. Which is good. I really hope it just works its way out and goes away. You don't need to be in pain. Do that. Don't want it that big. I'm losing a lot of the coffee on there, but that's all right. Maybe I'll put it on the back. We'll put it on the journaling side, and since I'm losing so much of it, we'll put this on the front. All right, so we're gonna glue that down. I'm kind of just winging it, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going for it. I want to make a tag, something pretty. Hey, Deborah. No worries. Bottom edge is nicely sealed. I think we're good. I always worry most about the bottom, especially when you're going to be putting it in a pocket. That way it doesn't snag right there. So always just kind of make sure that that edge is good and down. It's honestly very pretty, even on its own, isn't it? I'm going to put this on here, though. I think I might cut it down. I think I want this. Not sure. Maybe this. Maybe that one. This is the color's wrong. I'll use it somewhere, but the color's wrong for that. What else do we got? Let me see. Pull out some of these other things that I haven't used all of. Vintage. Do you have any small vintage stuff? Right now, small stuff, guys. Tags. All right, what's in this one? Maybe this one. Scraps of serotonin. Let's see what's left. I like that, but I don't know that I like it on this. We've already used cafe a couple of times. I feel like I've used that a couple of times too. I've used so many of these because I printed them in many different sizes. I don't think I've used that one. Is it too big? Yeah, it's really too big. This fits, but all right, here, we gotta have something in here. Let's see. There's another one that says coffee. That's not bad. Valuable coupons. Maybe something like that. This way, this way. This color or this color? Too much. The size is too big or something? That works out. That's okay. And maybe some texture behind it or something. Yeah. So it's in there. Way back. That back. What do we got for texture? I can't go too thick, but I could probably go tea bag. I can keep that pretty thin. I think this would be too thick. I'm not sure if I can get away with it or not. I'd love to get away with a little bit of it. Maybe if I keep it at the top, just where the maybe where the word is. Let's see. I'm just gonna try to get some of this. I'm thinking if I keep it mostly at the top. Try to get this kind of even. I'm gonna fray it. Alright, like that. Okay, I'm okay with that. And then maybe the tea bag or something on the bottom part, because if I use that, I think it'll be too thick in the pocket. And I don't want to cover up all this pretty stuff too much, because it is pretty. Honestly, it's pretty just like it is, but you know, we're gonna collage some texture behind it anyway. Decide where I want this. Something like that. Maybe. Just put it underneath, kind of, sort of. Stay. Debating. No, let's try this way. Mm-mm. A little more ragged than that. All right, we'll try that one there. And this one. What does this look like? Stay up there where you belong. It's not showing very much. Try and find a darker piece. I had a whole bunch of darker pieces somewhere. None of them are that dark. Here, maybe this piece. All right, we'll put those down like kind of like that, and then we'll just go from there. Just trying to. I'll glue stick most of it, and then I'll maybe put some more glitter. Let's see if I can figure this out. Somewhere about there. And then I'll get the edges down. probably isn't how I had it laid out, but that's okay. As long as I get some coverage. Oops. Hold on. It's going all crooked on me. There. Alright, let's get the edges. Oops, that didn't come out at all. There, you get out of my way. Try to get it down well enough that it's not going to snag. Since I'm putting it in this pocket. Ideally, I should wait for this to dry more, but I'm hoping I can do it. Get this edge, get this edge. Where's my rag? Oops, that's not my rag. Alright, there's some texture. I think we're okay. Oops, I missed a piece. I'll probably glue once I put the card on top of it. Okay, so let's ink this guy. Okay, tweezers. It says My Porch Prints. That's where I got this picture, just so you know. Go, I think about there. Make sure I got that bottom edge good. All right, and then this one, I think I was going to put it under, but we'll just throw it over. It's fine. Seems how I forgot. Make it really good because this has a lot of white. This one was from the package I pulled it out of, which was this. Where'd it go? Vintage Ephemera. No, not that one. Scraps of Serotonin. That's what that was from. This one here. I'd written on the back of that one because I pulled it from another spot and I didn't want to get them mixed up. Okay, so maybe about there. That looks good. And we want to get our texture down here. So for that, I think I'll just go with the art glitter. It's just going to be messy. It's definitely going to go through the holes on me. We'll just deal with it. Where's my little spatula? That's why I wanted this at the top, so that, because I know that I'll never get this to completely lay down. So it would snag if I put it on the bottom. It's going to be wet for a minute. All right, this green we need to really ink up good because it's very white. So it matches good. That's better. Hold on to it. And something like that. Debating if I need something there. I feel like I do. Sure, why not? It's kind of help fill that spot in. Under, over. I think All right, let's see what we got. Cute. I think that works fine. So we're just going to glue this in. Pull this out while I glue it in. Not sure if I'm going to do anything to the back. I mean, it's just a good journaling spot. I guess I could ink it a bit more. Just make sure the edges look finished. This, make sure I'm in the right direction. I think I am. Thank you, Bonnie. I'm glad you like it. Oops, going over my edge. All right, that should be good. Try and get it straight. There. Alrighty, there we go. Got a little journaling card. And we got a tag, and we got a little booklet. Cute little booklet. Fits right in there, nice and snug. Alright, so that is that project. I still have time. We'll just play around with filling in some stuff. So, let's see. I said I wanted to do something with those chocolate things. Let me see if I have some spots that need tags or anything. Get these out of the way. So, what's left in this one? Don't really need anything there. That's kind of a big spot there. And it's not really a great journaling, although it could be pictures, but it's not a great journaling spot. All right, I think, let's see what we can put here. So, chocolate tags, but I had something else. What was it? Oh, it was index cards. I thought about doing something with index cards. I do have some index cards that I coffee dyed. And I still have these stickers. What else do you have? I'm looking. Still have that coffee thing. I technically have coffee and cocoa. And some texture, maybe. I'm looking through my scraps. I've got a pile 3 inches deep of scraps sitting here. I still have that little card there. That's a Stamperia. Some ribbon. Okay. I feel like I had some vintage images. Did I? Or did I not? If I did, I don't know where they are. I don't see them. Okay, that's fine. So what can we do with this? So these are just index cards. I just coffee dyed them. So it could be, you know, put into a pocket, or they could be used for a pocket. Got this, which is very busy, but I might could use a little piece of it or something. I don't know if I like the color. Okay, so maybe just coffee and cocoa. What else could I put on here? I mean, doesn't really have to have a whole lot else, but I do have some little envelopes. Do I have any envelopes that would make sense? What do I have? I made some little envelopes. What if, that one's a little bit big. What if I put a little envelope on there? These could be tucks in that envelope. It's not really made to open, but it could be made to open. It's made to be a journaling spot. Maybe I just use them as decoration on it, but then it won't fold down, so that doesn't work. Okay, so what if I put them up here? Coffee and cocoa. One of these I backed because I ripped it accidentally when I was cutting it out of the magazine. This one's a little thicker than the other, but that could be fun. So this is like a journaling spot. So I could do that. I'm just kind of winging it, guys. I thought about just putting this down as a tuck, but I'm debating. I had stickers. What do we got in these stickers? Anything in here that we could just, oh, and I have some little pieces. Oops, don't drop them. A little coffee cup. Put a little coffee cup on there, maybe. These are probably going to be too big, but I'll use them somewhere. I might just use them on page edges because it's what I've been doing with them. Coffee every day. Not sure about the color. More coffee, more energies. Maybe. Do I have anything? I bet I have a word I could put up there across the top. I'll look. Drink good coffee. Coffee is a good idea. I like that color. Debating if I can make it fit anywhere. I could just put it on the ending. Yeah, me winging it. I'll figure it out. Premium coffee. If I don't find a word, that possibly work. I like both of these colors with this page. Friendship. I'm trying to find something that will fit here. Premium quality coffee fits. I wonder if my circle punch would work on that. I think it's going to be too small. Man, that's not that one. But this, it's probably too small for me to get it in there. That's the problem when you've already cut it out. You can't really. Usually you can't finagle it in there. Unless I glue it to another piece of paper, then I could. But I wanted to kind of see if it would work before I bother. I could kind of cut the edges off enough to make it work. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it fit that spot with it not looking weird. tweezers go? There, that's better. Okay, so we'll put that there. We'll do these two. And then maybe I might do that. I'll see if there's any other words first, and then I'll decide that. I don't even know if that's where that came from, but I think it is. All right, that could be fun. It'll be a fun little journaling spot, right? Okay. Let's look at the words real quick. Let's see. Definitions are going to be too big. Do I have any? I should have printed some of these bigger. I printed these labels, and I should have enlarged them, because there's been so many times where I've just needed larger ones. I'm trying to move it so I can see. Coffee time, coffee, long layer, full, rich, tall, dark cup of coffee. I don't think any of these are like coffee and chocolate, but that's okay. We're going to leave it. First coffee in the world, little coffee break. I feel like those white ones are just going to disappear. Your coffee kick in before reality does. Coffee anytime, anywhere. They're all so small. Might leave that one just because it's bigger. I like these, but I should have printed them bigger. Hindsight, print them bigger. All right, let's go with that. And then I might put a little one on the inside of the envelope. So let's see what would fit. I need more room. All right, let's see if there, I'm gonna lose it. I'm thinking I could put one just right here where we're going to use this for a journaling card. A cup of happy. That's kind of cute. Maybe. What do you think? Cup of happy. Let's see what else we have. Coffee makes me happy. Home is where coffee is. Coffee pairs well silence. Coffee is my love language. Maybe coffee is addicted to me. There you go. So a cup of happy almost feels like it works better with a writing spot, right? I like this one, but I should use it somewhere. I might go through and before the next live, maybe print some of these out bigger so I can place them on pages. Because right now they're just really small. I'm trying to find something that makes sense for journaling. There's spill the beans. That's interesting, right? I always tape that top one because they fall out. Okay. So we have spill the beans, a cup of happy. Both of those I think work for a journaling spot. What do y'all think? Pick one. Y'all gonna pick for me? Anybody here paying attention? Maybe. My glue's gonna dry up, guys. I'll lift the lid off again. It's still making noise. I'm going to use it in just a second, but don't trust it. All right. What do you think? Spill the beans? Makes sense, right? You're writing. All right, we'll use that one. I'll throw this one back in there. We'll use it somewhere because they're all good. All right. Let's ink this teeny tiny little piece up. Let's ink this. I'm probably going to glue this top flap down. I didn't glue it. I just went ahead and made these real quick. So these are real easy to make, these little envelopes. All you need is a sheet of rectangular paper, any kind, and see if I can move this. Can I? Can I maybe? No, maybe. We'll put it there. Okay. So all you do is you start with a rectangular piece of paper, okay? And then you find your center point. Now you can find your center point by just taking both edges and lining them up until they meet and then push it down. Or you can fold it over, pinch the center, and then just fold each one down. It's rare I get them to meet up perfectly when I'm doing these. I try, but it doesn't happen very often. And then all you do is you fold up the bottom piece to that point, just below it, crease it, and then you have a little cute little envelope. Okay, you can seal the sides if you want to close it or not. If you are going to close it and seal the sides, I would keep it a little lower, or maybe make it scalloped or something. You know, don't scallop too deep or it'll show, but you can scallop it a little bit. What, you know what I mean? Curved, or I don't know, I can't think of the word. Let's see, which part of this actually all of it I think shows, except that one piece right there, because that'll be glued down. So this will show, so I'll ink this. And this will show. And this will show. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue these little tops down. You don't have to, but you know, if you're not going to use them, you might as well glue them. You could leave them if you wanted a little really secret journaling spot. I'm not sure why you would need something that small, but you know, you never know. All right, let's pull this back up. So we're going to put these on. Let's go ahead and glue this on here. Tweezers. Okay, spilled beans. I think it's low enough it won't show. Yeah, okay. So just a little journaling piece. And you could put a little closure if you wanted. It could be just a little tab, I guess. Which I might do. It's not absolutely necessary, but maybe I will. And this is just going to be a pocket. So, let's see, I'm debating how I want to do it. If I want to notch it first, let's ink it. I don't think it needs notched. I'll just ink this up. Was I going to use the back of it or the lines? I think I'll use the lines. Oh, we'll let it be known it's a index card. You can use either side. You could just use the back, but we're going to let it be known it's an index card because it's just a little more fun. I'm just going to put it on sideways. I'm just debating if I want anything behind it. I kind of like it plain. Where's my little label for that? Let's put that on there. See if I can center it. Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Stay straight. There you go. Alright. Label there. I don't know if I want to put a little notch or not. Let me see. I have a bunch of little holes punched somewhere. Where did you put them? Or I could just punch one real quick. I have some. Let's see if any of these will suffice. Maybe one of the tiny ones. So that's just beans. I think that's all I have for the really small ones. Most of them are cups, such. So what I'm going to do is just make it so that it just barely hits that, so that it can just be tucked under and just kind of hold it flat. Do I want just the beans, or do I want a coffee cup? I have lots of little coffee cups. That one's got hearts. And then we have these brown ones. I'm not sure what color would look best. I mean, they're all about the same. Dark or the light? I kind of like the dark. Just because that's so dark. Which swirly thing do I want? With this swirly one. Let's go with this swirly one. Yeah, let's do that. So I just want to just barely hit it. Not too much, because if you do it too much, you'll never get it back in there. So you have to kind of find that fine line where it will hold but not hinder. Hold but not hinder. So I'm just going to glue the bottom half. This is 2 layers of whatever I use. So make sure you don't hit the glue. So I just want a teeny bit to hit that tip. So it'll close. All right, get that glued down good. And then you can just pop it out, pop it in. And so that'll work. And we're going to put this here as a card. So let's see. Just going to do the sides and the bottom. I don't have a tag for this, but that's okay. Doesn't have to have anything in it right now. Could be something that's added later. This, we're just going to put like this. Put enough glue on here that it won't move around. I'm purposely putting just a little bit crooked because I think it looks better. And then we'll put these 2 things here. I'm mostly doing coffee and cocoa just because, I mean, it's coffee and cocoa journal and it balances out better than just using the coffee. All right, so cocoa, let me see, I'm just gonna check my sizing. I think about right there. Where my rag is. These were from some, well, I'm sure it was from, it most likely was from my Mother Earth magazine. That's mostly where I got most of my images from, their magazine images. And yay. Okay, let's take this. Oops, good job. We'll pick those up in a second. This is why I put things back, so I don't make a mess. We'll close these in there. All right, you guys go back where you go. And this one. This is just a simple page, but it's cute nonetheless. It's a good idea. Okay. And a tag could go in there or something. You could just do another journaling card or whatever. It's going to cover it up mostly. Might have a chocolate tag I could just stick in there from that Stamperia package. So I think I had some small ones left in that. That's how it does say cocoa too. We could add that. Where did I stick it? I just had it in my hand. It's here somewhere. No. No. Oh, come on, girl. Did you bury it? Where'd you bury it? Oh, it is there. Okay. I did bury it. All right, what can we stick in there? One of these will fit, I'm sure. Let's do... I want one that's not too tall, but maybe tall enough to stick out just a little bit. There. That works. Just something. And we'll ink it. These Stamperia ones are usually have some sort of a backing. They're double backed pages and all that. I cut this out with my decal cutter. So it's got a decal edge on it. There, that works. So this is just a little journaling spot. Just open it up, journal away, close it up, put your little tuck back in there, and you're all good. All right, so there, we did 2 pages. I still have lots of little just spots that need filled, but this is what we did today. So we got that and that. And like I said, I'll make the dangle Friday, or I might just fill in spots with pockets and stuff. I really don't know. We shall see. I'll try for my pen. Oops, I waited too long. It's usually just the pen itself just gets kind of goopy. And then you can get it back in the thing if you can hit the hole. Okay. Alrighty. Just clean it up a little bit so I can function. I'm not good at messes. I don't function well. Okay. There we go. Y'all like that? Was that fun? Hopefully y'all like that. I know it wasn't a lot really, but a decent amount. So I will probably fill in a lot of these pages off camera, just with little stickers or, nothing fancy, maybe one thing, because I'm going to leave a lot of these for journals or for journaling or for photos or for whatever, for whoever purchases it. And, like this kind of thing. And y'all don't need to, watch me do every single one of those, but it's pretty self-explanatory, and I'll show it on the flip there. And then we need to do the dangle. So y'all let me know if you really want me to do the dangle on camera. It would probably take the whole live because it's a little tedious doing them. But I don't mind. I will do either one you want, if you want me to do it on camera or not. And then let me know if you want me to sew the signature in on camera. Because y'all have seen me sew these signatures in, probably 50 times, I would guess. I don't know how many journals I've made, honestly, but a lot. It'll be sewing 3 signatures into this guy. So 3 signatures with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, which is, it's a long process. It'll take a whole live. Okay. So, all right, that is our project. Hopefully y'all liked it. Look how bulky it is. It's so bulky. It's really bulky. Yes on the dangle. Bonnie says yes on the dangle. Okay. I've done less dangles for sure than signatures. I think I did a dangle maybe once, honestly. All right. I will see you guys on Friday then, and we will work on that. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. All right. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.